Hey guys, how's it going? This is Boomstick MacGyver, and this is MacGyver's Lab. We're gonna start off first video just talking about the new gun law because I figured, you know, why not talk about that kind of shit? This is what the channel's about. So, yeah. Now, to start off, before I go any farther, I just want to say a majority of the gun crimes committed, say mass shootings or even just gang shootings and whatnot, are usually committed with either a stolen gun or a black market gun of some sort. Usually they're just stolen. Criminals don't have time or don't take the time to put together a ghost gun. That's just not in their nature. Alright, let's talk a little bit about new gun laws that are coming out soon. So, accordingly, you have just under 120 days from the date that they enacted it that they're going to start really changing the gun laws as far as they're trying to ban ghost guns. Well, I say let them, honestly. Like, they're not going to be able to stop it. You know, it's stupid. There's also the old Winchester rifles from the Old West you can still buy, like, at estate sales and yard sales and shit like that. I've gotten a couple guns that way myself, but, yeah, man, I would say don't worry about what's going on with these laws. Don't even worry about it. 3D printing in guns and making lowers is never going to change. And as long as you have the internet and you have access to information, you have nothing to worry about. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is read from this webpage from the White House. It says, fact sheet, the Biden administration cracks down on ghost guns and ensures that ATF has the leadership it needs to enforce our gun laws. Today, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, oh that's interesting, I didn't know explosives was on their tail. Good to know. Blah. Let's try that again. That bitch is highly respected former U.S. attorney and career prosecutor. Diddle is bitch. Diddle bitch. And fighting crime and violence make him ready for day-to-day, whatever, fuck this guy, who cares? It says, cracking down on ghost guns, the weapon of choice for many violent criminals. You know, at this point, you would be asking yourself, I mean, how many ghost guns are there actually out there? And I came across a website that basically said the department statistics show that 24,000 ghost guns were recovered by law enforcement between the years of 2016 and 2020. So roughly 6,000 ghost guns per year for 4 years. That's what they've recovered. That doesn't seem like a lot to me, and maybe I'm just not thinking this through, but given the overall scheme of things, how many gun crimes there are every year, and how many guns are probably confiscated every year along with just whatever, I don't think that's a really high number as far as a percentage goes. I don't know. Today, the President and Deputy Attorney General will also announce that the U.S. Department of Justice has issued a final rule to rein the proliferation of ghost guns, unserialized, privately made firearms that law enforcement increasingly recover at crime scenes in cities across the country. Last year alone, there were approximately 20,000 unsuspected ghost guns reported to ATF as being recovered by law enforcement in criminal investigations. That doesn't mean they're involved in a crime, that just means that there was 20,000 guns that they basically found that were made. Big fucking deal. A tenfold increase from 2016. So in 5 years, so what, like 5,000 guns a year have been made this way? Wow. Holy shit. Calling the artillery. Because ghost guns lack the serial numbers marked on other firearms, law enforcement has exceedingly difficult time tracing the ghost gun found at a crime scene back to the individual purchaser. Well, yeah, that makes sense. It just makes their job a little harder for them. That makes sense. They usually track people down not necessarily on the gun used anyways, though, especially if they're stolen. See, again, that doesn't make any sense. It wouldn't matter. If the gun was stolen, it comes back to someone who used to own it. Stupid. Final rule bans the business manufacturing the most accessible ghost guns as unserialized Buy, build, shoot kits that individuals can buy online or store without a background check and readily assemble into a working firearm in little as 30 minutes with equipment they have at home. The rule clarifies that these kits qualify as firearms under the Gun Control Act and that, okay, so basically those kits now are defined as guns. Okay, so they're going to start doing background checks for the ghost gun kits. Fine, whatever. They're trying to get away from anybody being able to make a firearm, so you can't just make a firearm at home. You have to put a serial number on it, and I don't think you're allowed to do that unless you have an FFL. That's what they're trying to do. Anyways, I wasn't going to read the entire article out to you, but I'm just going to say a couple final thoughts on this, I guess. First off, if you want to read it, I'll attach a link in the comments. I don't have very many viewers or anything right now, so I'm just going to keep posting material and hopefully something happens. But my thoughts on this are that they want to control the means in which you can make a firearm. They don't want simply anybody, and what I think they're going to do is push it to where you have to have an FFL to assemble a firearm. Because you have to serialize it. And how do you serialize it? Well, you have to be a licensed firearm dealer. It's as simple as that. So I think that's where this is going. And the long-term picture where this is going is I think they want every gun out there to have a serial number on it eventually so that they can track and trace and eventually confiscate every firearm out there. That's where I think this is going. Let me know what you guys think.